Hi everyone. Well, I'm going to tell a story today. I got to do a background on it. In 1912, the Ottawa government, or the Canadian government, changed the freight rates in favor of central Canada. Basically what it is that manufactured goods going to western and eastern Canada went at a cheaper rate than manufactured goods went from eastern Canada to central Canada. And basically all the manufacturing that was in Nova Scotia started to pack up and go to central Canada. And that was a deliberate plan, and everybody was pretty ticked off about it for a very long time. But nothing you can do about it. We got a reprieve when World War I came along, and the manufacturing down here produced a lot of stuff for the British Empire war effort. In fact, most of the plates you see on artillery guns, those front plates, were manufactured in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, which was a major steel manufacturer, a global steel manufacturer. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about, but it's related to the story. So after the First World War was over, my dad was walking down Gaudicon Street, and he ran into a man that he knew from the Hessen family. And I forget the man's first name, but he was talking to him, and he had been in the First World War. And Dad said, "Well, you working?" He said, No, I can't find a job. He said, "There's nothing for me here. I'm taking off." So the man left. When I was about 12, 13 years old, Dad ran into his brother, who had also been in the First World War. So he would have been in, he would have been born 1880s, 1890s. So he's quite old. And I remember seeing him and thinking, man, this guy's old. As most 12-year-olds would do, 13-year-olds would do. And Dad asked him, he said, "What about," and whatever the man's name was, "what about your brother? Have you ever heard from him?" He said, "No." He said, "He left, and we never heard from him again. Nobody knows." He said, "I tried to find him and everything like that, but he just disappeared. He just left and disappeared, and nobody knows where he went." And I've always been fascinated by that story, and I always thought, well, why would somebody do that, right? I know an awful lot of people that have left, and because a lot of Nova Scotians we're spread right all over the world. I mean, some of you people in America probably know Nova Scotians. Some of you people in Britain know Nova Scotians because there's no manufacturing here. It's all been taken away from us, and we've all, our young people have left. But people are in contact all the time, or they might not contact me, but I'll be talking to somebody and I'll say, "Gee, what about so and so?" And they, "Oh yeah, I was talking to his mother. He's doing great. He's living in Calgary, or he's living in Seattle, or someplace, right?" But just to go, never drop a word, or never drop a line, never have contact, never come back. Like, people usually come back to see their mother and father. I mean, my uncles went to California, and before my grandmother died, they came back, and because they knew she was in ill health, and they came back to see her one last time. And and when my one uncle died, I got a phone call from the other uncle, and then when he died, I got a phone call from my cousin telling me. So we still have, I still have some contact with these people in California. Now, I don't have any contact with their children or anything like that because I don't know them. But I could call up my cousin Susan and probably just say, "Susan, I'm going to be down in Los Angeles, and I need a place to stay for a couple days." She'd say, "Come on over," right? Down homer, right? But to just up and disappear like that, I always found that it's kind of sad, yet it's kind of fascinating. And it's stories like that you just go, wow, But anyway, till the next time.